Okay, yeah, no, I'll be quiet. When are you doing their stand-up?
Okay, behind you guys, 2 by 2, right? Stagger 2 by 2. And somebody up front, I'm going to be on the 40. Okay, when you get to me, you just continue down the line. Yeah, just turn left and keep on continuing all the way down until you get about almost all the way down. Okay? Before, it's considered, it's
Just go from the drone shot into the,
lacrosse. It's common in very many,
yes.
a lot of teams out there.
Don't do it yet. Do it when they start going, when they literally start playing. I would go to the drone shot so you know you go right into it.
Steve, Ben, Billy will be your officials tonight. Please introduce yourselves.
What's good, Dylan? Yeah, my me.
What up, boy?
All right, guys, same coin all season. You all know the drill. Zebra heads, State Arizona tails, tails, heads. Lou, you're going to call. If I drop it, we'll do it again. What are you going to call?
Heads.
Heads. It is tails. AP? AP. What net would you like to defend? Please rotate your backs to the goals you're going to be defending. White AP attacking this way first and third. We come out left shoulders to the goals we're going to be defending. Guys, please step in for 1 second. All right, congratulations, everybody, on making it this far in the season. You guys are making Arizona proud so far with your play on the field. Please keep it that way tonight. As the leaders of your team, please talk to your players. You guys know who the players are that you're going to need to get under wraps, so please keep them under wraps. Talk to them, talk with us, and we'll give you answers to any questions you might have. Any questions tonight?
No, sir.
All right, good luck. Have fun, guys.
Good luck, Colin. Good luck. Oh, yeah!
Good evening and welcome to Arizona Lacrosse Semi-Final. Let's go! First ever coverage of lacrosse and Tate. I mean, I'm lucky and blessed to be here.
Get there, get there!
Such a great matchup that we have tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, I'll tell you that. We've got two teams competing to make it to the finals right now. We saw 2022 Desert Vista made it, crushing loss to Brophy, and then 2023 Chandler made it, also lost to Brophy. Brophy being kind of that team to beat for the last couple of years.
One for Chandler, I mean, this is another big opportunity, as you mentioned, going up against Desert Vista. We know that Chandler beat Desert Vista 7-5 a few short weeks ago, and now for Chandler, a chance to continue to build on that momentum against a team you've already proven that you can beat, and to move on to the finals, to the championship, and take it all home.
And Chandler's had a great season for themselves. You know, 10-1. They've got players like Jace White, Dylan Finder, who's committed to Rutgers, and Nate Gardia. They've got some super players, and I can't wait to watch them play.
But for Desert Vista, right, you can't count them out. We know that they're still a competitive team. They wouldn't be here in the semifinals if they weren't. They lost to Brophy, as you mentioned, in the start of the season, 8-12. But they really turned it around from there, and they didn't have a loss until they faced Chandler on April 15th. So they went an entire 2 months with straight wins.
Here we go. Anyone low?
2 losses on the season, a chance now to keep to that 2 and move to that championship game. There's a lot of positives to take away from a record like that.
Yeah, there really is. They've been really good at scoring all season long. Of course, being more of a first and fourth quarter team, something we see with Chandler as well. I'm excited to see how this game goes. I think defense will be a really good component because, as you said, Chandler won 7-5 last time.
As of this year, Chandler scored 37 in the first compared to DV's 22, so we already start to see a goal differential there. But where DV really comes in clutch is the fourth. And if you want to come in clutch, I mean, that's definitely the time to do it. DV has had 54 goals in the fourth compared to Chandler's 40, so you can already tell there's a big differential.
Yeah, I mean, for Chandler, those 40 goals, that's still really good. Against any other team, you'd probably have a better differential, but for a team like Desert Vista, it's just not going to cut it.
So for DV on defense tonight, team, their strategy is going to be to shut down Jace White and Dylan Finder. Those are Chandler's go-to guys. White has 32 goals. Finder has 31. They're neck and neck. That's a powerful duo that is going to take every advantage they can get if you don't stop them.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them to do that because, like we said, all season long, they just haven't been able to be stopped, no matter what team they play, except for Brophy, of course. But
moment's never too big.
Nobody has found a way to stop them, and we'll see if Desert Vista can do that tonight.
Like I said, we've prepared for this. Every practice that we've had since the fall, as we're preparing. Okay, trust that preparation. Play with confidence. Play for the guy next to you. All right, let's go out there and have some fun. Hell yeah!
Hey, let's get it done on 3, 1, 2, 3!
Let's go! Oh, yeah! You get your pennies up.
Stay tuned. We're just a few short minutes away from lacrosse semifinals here on the Basha Network. Our first ever coverage of a lacrosse game. Basha High School's one and only student-ran broadcast. Right back after the national anthem.
Thank you.
So the stage is set. Once again, you're watching live. We're here from Basha High School, beautiful Chandler, Arizona. Beautiful sunset tonight. I mean, I don't know how well the field really shows it, but the surroundings are just amazing to look at as always. Superstitions. Got a little bit of showers up there. We know Tate, you're inside today if you're a longtime viewer of the Basha Network. I mean, I've got to bring it up. Tate, if he's not in the right climate, he might melt. During a baseball and softball season, this guy's sweating pounds. He's losing weight calling these games.
Well, that's when it's 95 and above, you know. That's when the line, that's where the line is, you know. Under there, I'm perfectly fine no matter what weather, but above there, just way too hot for me.
But tonight you're good. You're in this beautiful air-conditioned booth.
Yeah, but I do wish I didn't forget my binoculars at home so I could see this field a little better, because I know you brought some of your own.
See, I'm prepared.
It's time for the face-off.
Get ready for the face-off. DV, they've got to be poised today, Tate. Mistakes, they just can't happen.
And as we get ready for this beautiful Tuesday night game, I'd like to give a couple shout outs to our people behind the scenes. We've got Christian, our producer for this game. For those of you who are longtime viewers, usually we say producer Timothy Seal, but today he's doing our handheld down there on the sideline, and
shout out Tim.
I mean, about what?
Christian's up here in the booth.
No, I'm really excited about Christian. I can't wait. Next year it's going to be me and Christian, you know?
Out for the face-off for Chandler. We'll see Nathan Bowie alongside him. Desert Vista will be Dylan Heflin.
It's just like oh, really? It's a question.
And here we go, still no contact. Chandler comes up with it. Ooh, good check. control there. A little bit of pandemonium. DV on the attack. Far behind. Skyler rolls out. Makes the pass. And then we can see DV starting to reset. Making the cut. Tries to bounce it, and a good deflection there. Chandler playing good defense immediately.
Yeah, but if you're Desert Vista, you're loving that possession there.
Ooh. And there we go. Talk about loving the possession. DV, first score of the night.
And I mean, that's exactly what you want to open up the game. Just keeping the ball on their half, making sure that you make those passes to drive into the goal, and then obviously score first point of play.
So DV takes an early 1-0 lead. We didn't see Chandler get a chance to respond at all. They won the face-off, but they soon lost it. We saw a fumble from LaGuardia, and then DV had possession from there. They played around the X perfectly, and this time Chandler wins the face-off again. LaGuardia, hopefully a different story. He's driving. He's on the double team, gotta watch behind him. Spins out of that. LaGuardia fighting, loses control. Penalty there, and DV gonna celebrate that one. I mean, Chandler just really struggling now on both sides.
Yeah, they came into this game kind of flat-footed, I feel like. Lost both of the early face-offs, and as they settle in here, I think they're gonna start doing better, playing better defense.
Antonio Wright plays it safe, wants to pass it back. You see DV kind of taking a methodical approach. They're really trying to set up the offense, take it slow, and not rushing anything. Down, and that one a little left of the crease.
And that was a great opportunity there for Desert Vista to score. Almost made that pass across the goal, but unable to connect there.
DV, the closest one to the ball as it went out of bounds. Zimmerman was attacking there in the corner, and now they've got it back out. Parker Jones. And a really coordinated offense as that one swung a little wide right from Wilson Gray.
Something I'm loving to see here in this game. Desert Vista is not afraid to take those shots. They keep on testing this goalie. Obviously scored their first goal in the first minute of the game, and I don't think that they're going to stop attacking this defense.
Grant Miller, Chandler's goalie right now. He's only missed one. The other ones have been a little off to the side. And DV, they're winning all of these contested out of bounds calls as well. They're always the closest one. Attempted shots. A good move, plays it perfectly, Zimmerman. Toss it back out to Jones. See a little substitution near the middle. DV brings out Kyle Lynch, and Lynch with the long stick fights around. Excuse me. DV inside, good check. Did it go in? And it did! He says, I'll take the check and the goal on that one.
And Nolan King Zimmerman, what a shot there. I mean, I thought he for sure lost that ball, but no, he would have shot it into the goal right before he took that blow, and I mean, what a start for Desert Vista.
It's some out-hustling right now. The Chandler defense has been kind of slow. You know, they're not really trying to throw any shoulders or do any hits with the stick. They're playing a little passive off the other team. I feel like they've got to get physical right now because DV's taking advantage of that. A third face-off will go to Chandler. And now they've got a strike. The iron's hot. Good one off the field from Spencer Heath. Jace White. So they've got pretty offensive mindset right now. Back in the X, they're waiting for a move. Cabrera trying to spin, dishes it out, and that one almost a little out of control. Jake Zogelman dancing around. Loose ball recovered. Is it going out? Fighting down low, and that one going out. Ball. And that one not an attempted shot, so it didn't matter who was closest. White, close one, but a good recovery. Fighting the height, leaping up for it. Dylan Finder comes down. Keeping Chandler with it. On Chandler's side, so Tate, there is some offense from Chandler there, but we haven't seen really a lot of shots on goal yet.
Yeah, this Desert Vista team has been playing some great defense, and even when they do shoot it, you've got Diego Balderrama just sitting in that net, not letting you get it in there.
He's guarding the crease really well right now. I like his form, and that one, a good block.
And there you go, there he is again, one of his many saves in this game.
Zogelman wants it. And the teamwork play didn't quite pay out. Didn't get it in, and Chandler's getting try after try here. And you gotta wonder if Evie's almost gonna play a little bit closer to the out of bounds.
And this is something we saw on that last goal by Desert Vista. Chandler just possessing this ball on their half of the field, making them tire out and keeping their offense going at that goal.
And the defensive block from Paul Derriman has left the crease wide open. Can Chandler capitalize on the moment? And it looks like DV's able to just throw it across the field. And Chandler with the block. Good play from Colin Hauser. See if DV can recover. I mean, we just saw everybody's out of position. Zogelman backs it up. Guarding Zogelman is Parker Jones. He's playing a little bit far off. It's a smart move. Zogelman. He goes back into the X. He's going to run pretty far back. He hasn't looked for any passes yet. And there we go, the quick one. And down low, that one. Oh, another close miss.
And you can just not miss that ball right there. You had Desert Vista's defense all over the place. A great chance to shoot that one into the net, but just missed it wide.
To be their first time crossing onto Chandler's side, and they don't even get that. He's going to lose control. Guerrera going for that inside, breaks the check. He's not looking very offensively minded. He's playing it a little bit more strategic. The approach, what Dylan Finder ends up doing. If he'll tie Jace White, 32 goals. Down. Gets it out, and a well-circled offense around the crease right now. Back in the X, on the sprint, dodging around. Finder couldn't make the connection over to Cabrera. Chandler's what are you noticing so far here?
I'm noticing some good possession by Chandler, keeping the ball on Desert Vista's half of the field, but I'm also noticing a little bit of errors right there. Carrera had a chance to catch that ball and potentially score, but he dropped it, and that's something you just can't afford down the stretch at this point.
Oh, and a big check. But he held on to it. Dylan Finder, I mean, that's incredible.
And that's why he's already committed to Rutgers. I mean, what a player he is.
Weaver with the near make. As they sort it out down low. Desert Vista in the lead by 2. Chandler looking to slowly close that gap. 3:24 remaining here.
Yep. And then she said they'd shoot up.
Watching Lacrosse Semi-Finals live on the Basha Bear Network. That one fumbled. And that's a miss that Jake Brown is not going to be happy with. There's a fight down at the middle. Chandler's got it. The mismatch. Had 16 goals this season, 12 assists. We're seeing not a lot of movement over there in the corner. Here comes the check. And a good escape. Cabrera finds it out. Oh, it was missing for Chandler. We're getting a little bit of deja vu.
Yeah, miss after miss after miss, but something they've been doing really good at. When Desert Vista has the ball and tries to clear it down the field, they've been intercepting every single pass getting their way.
DV's also winning the teamwork game right now. I mean, you just saw the pause in the game there. DV's cheering, they're loud, they're happy. Chandler, not a peep. Tate, I think, is both you and I know from our experience with recreational basketball, usually when a team is quiet, that means something's not going well.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that. We're not going to talk about what happened in those games.
We don't need to bring up when we lost by 100.
We actually won by 40. We actually won by 40, so it was a pretty good game.
In the cross fans, one reminder, the restrooms are located in the south end of the
Christian.
not the actual fence.
She also said you can barely hear him. Okay. Can you see my shot?
2:08 left here in the first quarter. DV in the lead by 2. Chandler, they want something to spark. They just can't seem to get it.
And ever since that second goal by DV in what seemed like the first 5 minutes of the game, it's been a really quiet game. Chandler's controlled most of it, keeping the ball on Desert Vista's half, but unable to score with that amazing defense.
Well, what's strange about this is DV's usually the slow start team. They've had 22 in the first, 25 in the second, 28 in the third, and 54 in the fourth. Right now, remember that, 22 in the first. Chandler has 37 in the first. So a 15-goal differential, and right now DV's in the lead by 2. Uncharacteristic of Chandler to have such a slow start. Good deflection and the recovery. Jake Brown with the move. And that one out of bounds. It's a little out of control.
Chandler's really been slowing down this game in this first quarter. I don't know if it's going to work down the stretch. They need to start getting some goals, and I think quick, fast movement's going to do it, but we'll see how this works.
Brown waits for the pick. And a foul called. game. And here we go, down the sideline, good move. And the recovery, Chandler plays it perfectly. Now the mismatch. And the offense screeches to a halt. Spencer Heath.
I mean, for Chandler, 4-on-2 opportunity there. Great chance to score, but they just stopped. They put their foot on the brakes. I don't understand why. You got to go there and you got to try and score.
And as we see the substitutions. Clock still running. 35 seconds now until the second. Cutting down. Behind the X. A good kick out that's intercepted by DV. And then scooped up ultimately by Jackson Mox. Chandler, another crucial miss. And with 2 seconds left in the first, we're going to see some back and forths. So the end of the first, DV leads still by 2. Some really quick succession scores to start, and then a pretty silent game since. But what was interesting to me, Tate, about those 2 goals is they came in such quick succession that Chandler never got any offense in between that. But following that second goal, DV hasn't had any offense. It's been all Chandler on DV's side of the field, but they can't seem to finish the job.
Yeah, and I mean, Balderrama back there for Desert Vista has just been a brick wall, saving basically every shot that's going towards him. You saw right there, great one-on-one opportunity for Chandler, but blocked it, and unfortunate.
We'll be back in a few minutes.
I told him that's what you said.
I know, I'm sure. I think his mic is up too. Your mic is up too high. Is it you?
It should be me.
Should be you?
I'll turn it down.
Or is it too? No, I know, but is it you? Is it your camera?
My camera's actually sorry. Okay. But he should be able to turn it down.
Is there a reason why I'm doing that? It's very noisy. I hear it, it's like noisy.
Is that just that sounds like this noise.
Some of it does, but then some of it sounded staticky before. Like staticky, so.
And as we take a little look at the path to get here, Chandler, they beat Corona, the 7th seed, Chandler being the 2. And then the round before that, Corona beat Higley. So Chandler knocking off both of those, the lower seed. DV, they beat Arcadia. Arcadia beat Oro Valley. So now we have that Chandler-DV matchup here on the bottom of the bracket. And then up at the top, we have Brophy, the boogeyman, against Pinnacle. So those are your 4 teams that could potentially be in the championship game. A lot riding on tonight's semifinal matchup, and a huge error there. Nathan Bowie just lets it slip out.
And that's the story of the game. Just mistakes by Chandler, and then DV has capitalized them all game long, playing great defense down the stretch.
Now, a good scoop. Gonna toss it up for the long. And now long stick in hand, Nate Guardia going. Makes a good pass. 5 on the attack. Now just 4. Zolgaman's gonna back it all the way up. He kind of lost it on the spin there. I don't even know if he realized that at first. Now on the far side, Von Cabrera. Fighting behind the X. Good scoop. And it's a ground ball. Who's going to come up with it? A good defensive save there from Balderrama. I mean, he was prepared. He was waiting.
And he's had a great game. We've been saying his name multiple times, just saving every single shot. Of course, Chandler, still no points on the board, and that's partly because of him.
Oh, and then the miss turns into a Chandler miss, and now DV full force, and they get it in! Wilson Gray with the fling.
And that's how all three of Desert Vista's goals have been. They've been quick plays, driving, fast breaks to get that goal, and that's something Chandler just hasn't done. Every time they have a chance to quickly go and score, they put the brakes on, and that right there is why you just don't stop.
We'll talk about seizing the moment. DV was going. They passed the midway. They lost it, okay? Chandler gets the ball back, and they immediately lose it. Gray's right there ready to make up for the mistake, and he does. Takes it all the way down. Chandler's got to be more ready for something like that. And DV going to win the face-off, and now once again Chandler on their feet. Right down Broadway. Oh, and a good smash. But you'll never guess who gets the ball, Tate. Wilson Gray. He's always there. It's the flash. 9:40 remaining. DV in the lead by 3. Quick charge. And the backwards toss. The wedding bouquet almost went in. And we'll get some whistles.
And Chandler will be getting the ball back after that offensive possession. We'll see if they can finally capitalize on one of these plays.
Tate Fitzpatrick, as intelligent as always with his expert analysis. And the underhanded sling, once again defended from Balderrama. And right now, they say defense wins championships. He's playing like that. He's had 4 blocks so far, and none of them have even been close. He's been there, prepared, waiting. We haven't seen that same thing for Chandler, right? Grant Miller, he has been a little bit more loose in the goal. He has not been as much of a threat, a presence. You don't feel him down there as much when DV's charging. And that one bounces right.
And I know they missed the shot there, a little bit wide right, but if you're a Chandler fan, you want them to keep on taking those shots. They need to start testing out this goalie, and I know Balderrama has had a great game so far, but shooting more, they can't save everything. So you need to shoot as much as you possibly can, because if one sneaks in, then that could open the floodgates.
Back in the X. Who comes up with it? Chandler does, and that one off the side bar. DV coming up with it, and Chandler irritated with that call. Thought Chandler was much closer. A big slam. Swings the hammer. Parker Jones on the assault. Here he goes. And following the out-of-bounds call.
And now we see Desert Vista slowing the game down a little bit. Something they haven't really been doing. They've been more fast-paced, trying to hammer that ball in the goal as much as possible. But when you've got a 3-0 lead, sometimes you got to just take control.
And tumbling A good fling out. And for Chandler, it's crucial you keep pushing it in transition. Don't slow it down.
And that is exactly what you don't want to do right there. We just said it. We saw it 3 times already with Desert Vista getting goals off of fast breaks, but Chandler just keeps on slowing it down.
And the first goal for Chandler. Jake Brown gets his 18th goal of the season.
And there we go. You just run right in, pass right to Jake Brown, and what a shot there, hitting the top left corner. Just great play there by Chandler.
The Thunder in the lead by 2, and Chandler hopefully can get the ball rolling with that one. Jake Brown, one of the big 4 for Chandler, moves up to 18 as we just mentioned, and every single goal is going to count right now. 6:38 here in the first half. Still down by 2, and the face-off will go to Chandler, recovered by LaGuardia. Pass back over to Brown. He's hot right now, and he's running. Does he go back for back? No, that one off the mark. But the energy and the hustle are there.
And that's exactly what Chandler wanted right there. Of course, they would have wanted the goal, but they want to keep on pushing Desert Vista, keeping them in their half, and just attacking their goalie.
And now Chandler really getting far back. They try the check, and it's a little bit of a fight. And now here they go, pedal to the metal. As the whistles are blown, and Chandler's going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, I mean, they've really kind of taken control of this game. Of course, down 3-1 still, but the momentum has obviously shifted to their side. We've heard this crowd get louder and louder, cheering for Chandler, and I mean, their offense is just playing with a lot more fire right now.
And Tate, your first game of lacrosse you've ever commentated, I guess mine as well. We're almost a quarter and a half down. What are your thoughts so far?
I mean, I'm liking it. It's a pretty interesting game. I like how it's kind of like soccer and the fact that you're not going to see a 50-point game like football, but it's a lot faster and a lot more goals are scored, keeping it exciting all game round.
Who's been your favorite player?
Ooh, probably Dylan Finder, one of the star players on Chandler. Just love it every time he gets the ball, just finding the passes or trying to get a shot off.
And Tate, you do shoe of the game. You do bat of the game.
I don't think we need to do another
you
of
might,
the game.
You might do song of the game.
What? Hear me out.
Is there any
producer of the game?
Is there any sort of accolades to hand out with lacrosse?
I mean, I don't think so. All the sticks
you don't
are
think?
the same.
Is that fair to them?
All their equipment just looks the same. I don't know
Whoa.
what to tell you.
Tate, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. Come on. You're up here in the booth and you think all their equipment looks the same?
Okay, can you use your binoculars and tell me what's different about it?
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Did you hear it?
No.
I just said it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Think of something, Tate. Get back to me on that one. What about? I'm giving you layups right now. Cleat of the game.
They're all wearing white cleats.
No, they
aren't.
aren't. Open your eyes. Get a pair of binoculars.
Oh, here, can I use yours?
No handouts here, Tate. 3-1 DV in the lead by 2. Chandler starting to mount a comeback following Jake Brown and his powerful goal. Now Chandler, that one, will they call it an attempted? And I guess they will. Will remain possession.
Chandler pushing the ball downfield, keeping it in Desert Vista's half for most of this second quarter, and Jake Brown, what a quarter he's had. We saw him with that shot last time and the goal previously. Chandler's got to try and get him the ball even more.
And so Chandler this time, they've got 6 on the offense. We've seen a lot of 5-man personnel from them. Back in the X, Jace White. Ooh, the miss from Dylan Finder. He gets a good recovery, flings it out. That should be Chandler's. No, it's going to be DV's. They're saying that is not an attempted shot on goal, so DV will get possession here. And one thing I did notice is Chandler's kind of running a full field press right now.
Yeah, they keep on intercepting this ball at halfway. We saw it a lot in the first quarter, more than the second, where Desert Vista was just in a hole. They couldn't get out of their half for basically the second half of that first quarter. They've done a lot better at breaking the press here, but Chandler's still doing a really good job keeping them contained.
And a lot of stops in this second quarter. I think the first was a lot more fluid, and I think there really were only a couple. It's been a slow-paced second, which would kind of add up, right, when you look at both of these teams and their point differentials, how they fall off from that first to the second and third quarter. And then obviously they pick back up again at the fourth. But lacrosse, I mean, we mentioned it's our first game commentating and broadcasting it. You know, it's a little bit more low-key of a sport. It doesn't necessarily have the following, let's say a sport like football or basketball or baseball does. But why do you think that is?
I think it's probably, I don't know all the history, but I think it's probably more of a newer sport, at least to America, so it doesn't get as much viewers. And then also just those big three, baseball, basketball, and football, everybody watches those, and it kind of takes the viewership away from lacrosse.
When I'm sitting here, I'm watching this, right? It's a very similar format to football. They play the NCAA finals in football stadiums, right? You've got high school rules, the 12-minute quarters. There's physicality, there's action. You gotta watch more. On the far side, a good pass. But a way to hold on to it there. Parker Jones. Driving and spinning, that drive and spin both teams love. And now probably the deadliest man on the field, Wilson Gray, the one guy you don't want with the rock. And DV resetting. They love going to that far high side. Then they'll run in on the drive. And there we go. It's as simple as that, Tate.
And what a possession by Desert Vista right there. The passing, sometimes going in and picking the right time, to shoot the ball. That's something very important in this game. When you pass around instead of shooting the ball just every time you get it, it's gonna get some goals for you.
Kyle Lynch brings the Thunder up to 4. And the defense, lackluster for Chandler. Jaden Rick and Tate Fitzpatrick live providing you your coverage of lacrosse semifinals here on the Basha Bear Network. We're live here at Jim Wall Stadium at Basha High School. The sun is set. Still beautiful out as always. Ooh. Push to the ground. And Chandler excited about the call. Yeah, DV looking to make something happen, right? You can't fall asleep at this point, up by 3. Gray, low pass. Loses control. Kyle Lynch coming off of his goal. Lynch walks up, cuts inside. Does he have an angle? No. Almost over to Gray. And that one from downtown will be off the mark.
And Desert Vista has just completely taken the momentum back in this game. We saw Chandler go down and score to go down only by 2 points, and then Desert Vista comes right back after a quick timeout, gets their mind straight, and scores an easy goal, and now they're just possessing it in Chandler's half.
And back into the X, a dangerous position to be in here for Chandler. We'll see DV lose control of the ball. If you're Chandler, that's probably one of the best things that could have happened right there. And on the sideline, we'll see some congestion as we wait for the official call. And Chandler going to walk away on top. The move. See, like, what's there not to like about that? It's like a football move, but you get to see it like every 5 seconds. The jukes. Jake Zogelman backs it up. Now in control, White, captain of the ship. Finder and White right now, those two yet to get activated. And Finder is feeling the pressure. Absolutely stellar defense right now, but Finder's able to find a hole. Peterson, the one applying the immense defense. And now inside, turn around! Jake Beaver slams it in.
And with 2 minutes left in the half as well. Great play there by Chandler, and they really needed that. 1:55 left on the clock. Didn't have much time to score. Needed a big play, and there it is.
And that's Beaver's 17th of the season. Right now, the 3 and 4 guys for Chandler adding to their stat pad. A great offense. I mean, it was moving everywhere. It started, kind of bottom high. It moved down, bottom low, and then quick passes. Ended up with Beaver, right place at the right time. And now on the face-off, Chandler keeping the momentum going. As we will see a whistle blown, and Chandler with 1:47, as you mentioned, Tate, they're going to be feeling a little bit better, but the job's nowhere near being done. You're still down by 2.
Yeah, and if you're Chandler right now, you got to start pushing the ball more. I know there's still a full half left, but that's only 24 minutes. You have to score 2 more goals. In Desert Vista, you can't allow them to have any. You need to start pushing the ball more and not slowing down on some of those fast breaks that they've had this game. And as we come back, we see Chandler has the ball. 1.5 left in this second quarter. We'll see if they can convert here.
And taking it back. Zogelman, the senior, season on the line, right? Opportunity to go to the championship, end on the highest note possible, or walk home knowing you fell just that short. Down by 2, and with a full half left to play, Chandler's got to get something started. And so going into halftime, if you can get another goal, Tay, as you and I both know, that momentum really does play a role and a factor into that comeback. That one a little out. Chandler's going to field it.
I'm liking the aggressiveness by Chandler right here. Little wonky shot by Dylan.
And that one bounces in! Chandler right there off of the inbound.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even know that the ball was passed in there, but I mean, one of the quickest goals I've ever seen, and I guess I haven't really seen many, but.
Dylan Finder. There's only one other guy in the Big Four yet to score. Jace White started off with Jake Brown. Then Jake Beaver. And now Dylan Finder And we're back to a 1-goal game. We haven't seen this since the first 2 minutes. Now closer than ever. And Deevy's going to win the face-off. Good defense here. A good smash into the ground, recovered by Chandler. 50 seconds. Don't get out of control. A good pass. Brandon Fountain. The long stick. Down low. Ooh, that one high, but Chandler, they're going to keep it. So 30 seconds. We just saw them score off an inbound. Can Lightning strike twice?
I mean, we'll see. And if Chandler goes and scores here, that will just be insane. Down by 3 with 2 minutes left in the half, and then instantly ties
Inside move. That one a little high. Chandler, are they closer to the ball? Yes, they are. That one should stay after Jake Brown's hustle. So Brown will start about 15 yards in front of the crease. And he's going to get pushed out. For Chandler, you want to keep it inside. Obviously, with 10 seconds, you don't really have time to get your offense. And that one, once again, out. So now only 5.9 seconds for Chandler. And there we go on the clock. Time to move. Oh, and the miss. That one also missed as well. We saw the pass was incomplete, recovered, and then just a little high, the buzzer beater. But that'll mark the end of the first half. Right now, DV leading 4-3 over Chandler. And it's been a good performance from the Thunder. That first quarter was so heavily dominated by them. We saw the 2 quick succession goals. But now, Chandler, if you just want to look at it quarter by quarter, they're the ones on top. The second quarter, a return to form, a little bit more well-oiled of a team. We started to see their attackers on offense really get the ball in those positions that they needed. So heading into halftime, they're down by 1, but a lot of potential in the second half. Stay tuned. Jaden Rick and Tate Fitzpatrick, you're watching the Lacrosse Semifinals live here on the Basha Bear Network. So much to come. You don't want to miss it.
Attention, please vacate the playing field. Thank you. We have a score update between Brophy and Pinnacle. Brophy currently leads 18-2.
Welcome you back to the second half of Lacrosse. Jaden, Rick, and Tate Fitzpatrick. Let's get back to the action right now. DV in the lead by 1. And a failed attempt down low. Chandler Tate, as you remember, was building momentum at the end of the first half. And now it's DV's turn to respond. Desert Vista lost 5-7 against Chandler earlier this year on Tuesday, April 15th. It's a different story right now. They're up by 1. Good check, but the outside shot. Did that one ski ball in? No, it was good.
Grant Miller right there with 2 great saves. You didn't really say anything about it, but I got to give him some credit there.
And Brandon Fountain fighting for his life, and a flag is thrown. I didn't even know there were flags.
Yeah, I was just about to say, where did that come from? I haven't seen one. They just blow their whistle.
Once again, you're watching the Basha Bear Network, where Basha High School's fully student-ran broadcast network. This is Jaden, which is myself, and Tate. This is our first game commentating lacrosse, so we're trying to, spread the joy of this game to you guys as we learn it as well, because I'm genuinely having a good time with this game.
Same here. I mean, I'm a little flabbergasted about that flag still, but having a great time here commentating this game with you.
It's a nice surprise.
Yeah.
A familiar face. Behind the X, making it happen. Jake Beaver is going to swirl it out. And I'm seeing great movement. Everybody constantly replacing each other from one spot to another. That's what Chandler's doing best right now. They're not a static offense.
Yeah, I mean, that's something they did for the first probably 20 minutes of that first half.
And there we go! Tie game! Dylan Finder gets his second.
I mean, Jaden, do you remember with 2 minutes left in the first half, when you were like, oh no, Chandler down by 3, losing 4-1, how are they going to get back in this game? Well, 3 straight points and now all tied up at 4.
4-4, you can't sleep at the top, right? Chandler, they're not giving up. Semi-final game, a chance to go to the championship. This is a heavy senior roster for Chandler. Out of their starting 10, they have over 6 seniors. This is a really emotional game for them, and they're not giving up until it hits 0 in the 4th. And on the repeat attack, swirls around outside and a great deflection. Now a fight. And that'll be DV's turn. I love the launch. I think this might be my favorite part right here. Now DV moving. The 3-man weave, and they scooch it in!
And 2 goals in quick succession here to start the second half. I mean, just great play there by Desert Vista. Great passing all around.
The energy's here right now, Tate. The fans are feeling it. There's actual fans here. It's not often at Basha High School you see fans at a sporting event. They're packed out tonight. I know me and you are feeling it. And we've got an intense game down on the field. The Thunder in the lead by 1. Face-off time. Chandler comes out of that one pretty easily, and then they lose it. Nathan Bowie couldn't hold on. And now they're going to have to play some defense. DV switches places, and an easy run by for LaGuardia. LaGuardia just a little off.
And if he made that one, I mean, 3 goals in the first 3 minutes of the second half. That's just insane.
And it looks like somebody's cleat came off. That was Grant Chavez, the defender. That's kind of dangerous. I don't know if I'd want to play lacrosse without my cleat on. Like, that foot's getting stopped. Tate, I mean, like, you know how athletes' feet can look.
Oh,
It's ugly.
yeah.
And the reset. Moving around the formation. Staying on his feet is Finder. Finder. Oh, and that one hit the net on the wrong side. And DV is going to sprint back to the other side of the field.
A little bit of controversy there on that call. They're giving the ball to Desert Vista, but a lot of people think that would have gone Chandler's way.
And a lot of Chandler defenders were confused as well. They were staying down there while DV's back on Chandler's side of the field. Hudson Pickett, the long stick. He'll retreat, as now we have a 5-man personnel for DV, and they'll bring in the 6th. In charge of it all the way at the back, Parker Jones. Running inside. Facing the pressure down in the X. Jones escaping, and he gets checked. Oh, he's going to feel that one. And now tossed onto the ground. His stick, he left it, and he might be injured. Did his stick break?
It looks like it.
His stick might have broken. I mean, not might have.
It definitely broke.
Did.
Don't know why he wouldn't just run it to the sideline, though, just leaving it there.
There's some good defense down. I can't give him enough credit. Balderrama, goalie of the game. Maybe that's your award, Tate.
I mean, only 2 people could get that award, Jaden.
Super prestigious. And are they finally going to take the broken stick off? Yes, they will. Oh,
yes.
Oh, yes. You were all waiting for that one. New long stick going to come down low for Chandler. We see Jace Hanley. And a really tight defensive formation. Chandler's got 4, if you include the goalie, bunched up down there at the crease. Some checks result in Chandler possession. A good pass. Now time for their middlemen to do the work. Can they set any picks? And no, they won't even need to. He's going to take it all the way. Jake Brown gets it over to Beaver, who just couldn't finish the job, but the middlemen played it perfectly there, passed it to the offense, and I was calling for picks. The offense this time, they weren't holding back.
Yeah, and that's something that Chandler has excelled at in this second quarter into the third, not stopping their offense. They did a lot in the first quarter, which really was the reason why they didn't score. But here now, 4 goals, and they've really been going at this goalie here.
And a loose ball, this one close to us. Who has it? Chandler does. Stumbling, do they still have it? And another flag! But the game hasn't stopped. Oh, whoa, and a big fight, and that's going to probably be an ejection. The hat throw.
The hat didn't add 2 flags in the same play.
That was dirty.
Absolute pandemonium.
There you go.
At Jim Wall Stadium.
And we're going to have to wait the official call on exactly what penalties are going to be applied there, but a very, very dirty play from Desert Vista. Keep in mind, they're still in the lead.
That might be my favorite play of the game right there, Jaden. You got the 2 flags thrown and the hat.
I don't think you could say that.
A lot of things going on.
Yeah, there's your flag,
there.
Tate.
Oh, Timothy Seal giving us that shot.
If you're looking for one of the best camera operators in the state of Arizona, Timothy Seal, he's your guy.
But that looks a little shaky there. I don't know.
Nobody said he was a doctor. And, oh, the hat is back on the ref's head.
Okay.
We're good. Now the flag's going to be picked up. I've yet to see anybody be thrown out yet. And I wonder now, Tate, if this is a free throw situation?
Is that a thing in lacrosse?
I mean, it looks like a free kick in soccer.
Oh.
I wouldn't want to line up against this in lacrosse. If you get hit by that.
Oh, is it kind? You think it's kind of like they have it in hockey where you go one-on-one with the goalie? You think it might be something like that?
I'm going to end my speculation. I'm just going to sit back and watch. A lot of crazy penalties. The aftermath still being worked out here. The semifinal game between Chandler and Desert Vista getting a little rowdy. The Thunder in the lead by 1, and Chandler on the receiving end of that aggression. We'll see if that is poking the bear or if that kind of works in Desert Vista's favor.
See what he did there with the bear. What? Hey, look at me. Look at that.
Season on the line. You know, it's no wonder why the emotions are being expunged in that way. And following the penalties, DV's got it. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's getting hit. And now Chandler comes up with it following the sneak attack.
And that play right there just lit a fire under Chandler.
The taps. Good fielding. He scoops it up. Jake Brown. We're going to wait for Chandler to get in position. Got 4 attackers down low, and now comes the 6th. Good toss out. They're in prime position. The bouncer! Chandler ties it up. Dylan Finder with his 3rd.
What an exciting quarter we have here, Jaden. What is that, the 3rd goal already? I mean, great quarter for both teams, Chandler and Desert Vista.
5-5, Chandler liking that one. And while it may be a Tuesday, the energy doesn't feel like the middle of the week right now. This feels like a high-stakes game. Obviously, there are high stakes on the line, but, you know, the energy is there. Tied up 5s. And the face-off gets aggressive. Oh, and Desert Vista will come up with it.
And we've got a lot of aggression showed by both of these teams ever since the double flag and the hat play happened.
Yeah, that's your favorite play of all time.
Yeah.
This is a competitive game. The teams both haven't really felt the end of their seasons were kind of blowouts against most of their opponents. The only time these two teams had a close game was when they played each other on the 15th. And the checks come and staying on his feet. Great moves. You can't give it any other credit to Wilson Gray. He's already got 2 on the night, and he just continues to perform under pressure. Now he's going to wait far back in the X. He wants the inside to take that corner around the crease. Can't seem to find it. And eventually it'll get cycled back around. That one, a super close miss. It's sweeping the grass. Nobody could seem to get a hold on it. Finally, you see a recovery. Lincoln Vapul, the one to snatch it up. And that one in! Back and forth, it's a shootout. DV brings it up to 6.
And great play there by Desert Vista, keeping that pressure on the Bears. I like how they kind of condense their offensive formation there, not letting the Bears spread them thin in. I mean, great goal there.
3:26 remaining here in the third. Going back. Chandler's there, aggressive.
Oh, here comes your favorite play.
I love
the launch.
Yeah. It's like a trebuchet.
Oh, what a pass there.
Now down bottom side, 1-on-2. And a smart retreat, a tactical one, if you will. Great defense from Chandler. They're pushing them wide, right? You want to keep them as far away, obviously, as from the crease as possible. Back in the X. And that one bounces off the ground and up and over.
Chandler retains, Desert Vista retains possession of the ball. And something they've been doing really well on offense is condensing around that crease, making sure that Chandler doesn't have much room to operate on the defensive side and making them have a couple miscommunications.
And they've got all of their middle up right now. This is a full-on assault. Inside and flags at the same time. Hey, I know your eyes just lit up a little bit.
I mean, they were perfectly synchronized.
Wait. The official call. So when you're watching Basha High School's fully student-ran broadcast, we appreciate you dealing with all of our little mishaps and quirks. As Tate and I learn this beautiful game of lacrosse, and I don't know if we could have asked for a better introduction to it.
Yeah, it's been a really exciting game tonight, and I mean, I kind of want to watch some more, like outside of just commentating it, you know, in my own free time.
Oh, good for you. The Thunder in the lead by 1, a commanding lead. Not so much, though. Good block, good save. Finally, some action down there in the crease that isn't just DV scoring. Good save from Grant Miller. Now this offensive push because of that. White resets. And White waiting for the substitutions to be made. He's taking his time. Down by 1. 1 minute and a quarter left. White passes it to the middle. Now inside the swipe and bounces. White's going to be close. That will remain Chandler's ball. Wait everything to get set. And Chandler following the penalty. Gets another shot down low. Great pass. Everybody getting a chance. And just a little too high, but the force was there. Finder.
Dylan Finder really wants another one here in the second half. We saw him earlier with that close goal, and now they're just missing the goal.
far out. Oh, a big knockdown in the X for the ball. No penalty called, and he's on the ground. He is out, and we're going to hope that everything is okay. The monster hit. Man, nothing, I mean, it looked clean. We'll take a second and hope that everything is okay. Good signs as he's able to get back up on his feet and start walking off. For Desert Vista, injuries right now in the semifinals gonna be killer, but it looks like, you know, there's nothing too serious. He's on his feet, he's walking on his own. Those are usually, you know, obviously the major giveaways that it might be something more. Tate Peterson was the injured player. And I mean, that's going to be a big loss, right? To have somebody like him go out.
Yeah, he's one of Desert Vista's best players. And just what a loss there.
Ten seconds left in the third. Desert Vista leading by 1 as Chandler's been mounting their comeback for the last 2 quarters, but it's been an uphill battle. Desert Vista's not going down easily, and with 1 second left, they won't even take a shot. So, moving to the fourth quarter, 6-5, Chandler down by 1. Jaden Rick and Tate Fitzpatrick here on the Basha Bear Network, and a lot of offense. We saw, I think, a pretty defensively focused first quarter, and then that kind of bled into the second. But the third, that was an offensive Old Western shootout, back and forth, goals left and right. We saw a lot of checks, obviously the big injury there on Peterson, but man, was that aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, 4 goals scored in that quarter alone, and what a great quarter by both teams. Of course, I think that Chandler kind of came out with a little bit more momentum at the end there, scoring the last goal, of course, but it's anybody's game at this point.
We'll be back in a minute for the fourth. Stay tuned. The semifinals for lacrosse live here on the Basha Bear Network. fourth quarter semifinals. A lot on the line. Jaden Rick and Tate Fitzpatrick. Chandler taking on Desert Vista. Chandler, the 2 seed here in the semis. Minutes before one of these teams will move to the 2025 championship. They'll face the winner of the Brophy Pinnacle game. And a great start in the fourth. DV with the score. And who else than Wilson Gray with his third.
And Desert Vista, this is what we were talking about at the beginning of the game. Their fourth quarter play is just unmatched. Nobody scores as many goals as they do. And now, right off the bat, in 24 seconds, they have their first one.
In the fourth, Chandler has scored 40 over the year, while they've only let their opponents score 17. Desert Vista scored 54 in the fourth. It's their highest scoring quarter by almost double their second leading. So this is the time where DV really kicks it in to that next gear. So for Chandler, you're already playing down, and now you're in a situation. Chandler beat Desert Vista 7-5 when they played on the 15th. Well, now you're down 5-7. And this is the team's best quarter of offense that you're about to go up against. So for you, Tate, what's the game plan here in just terms of sports?
Well, one thing's for sure, you cannot start slowing the game down. That's just non-negotiable. You got less than 12 minutes in the game, down by 2 against a great fourth quarter team. You got to keep on pushing it, pedal to the metal, go for the goal. But also, you got to make sure that your defense, they don't start slacking. Despite you trying to score goals, you got to make sure that they stay in their top-notch play they've been playing all game long.
And Zogelman getting double-teamed. Runs down the sideline, a good move, and he's cutting back inside. Zogelman's back. And playing it smart, Beaver's going to retreat further into the X. A 3-2 offense as Beaver kind of rotating back out. And now you see the great offensive coordination. The movement, it's there. They're moving, they're trying to find that open gap. And we went from a 3-2 offense, now we're looking at 2-1-2, and it was seamless.
Yeah, but something they've got to work on doing is compressing near the crease more. That's how they scored 2 of their goals earlier this game, and I think it's just a better strategy for them offensively.
And a high shot from Dylan Finder. Luckily, Chandler's Beaver was there, so Jake Beaver will be the one to kickstart the offense in 10 minutes now. Down 2 for a tie. Now, ties don't happen in lacrosse at all. Obviously, in a playoff game, ties don't happen either. So, you know, for Chandler to win in the next 10 minutes, they need at least 3 goals. That's been a bit of a struggle for them. They get down here, they have so many shots, yet the accuracy hasn't been as pinpoint as the Thunder. And that one, though, changes the script. Jake Zogelman.
And that's exactly what Chandler needed right there. Of course, get the goal, only down by 1, but also how quickly they score that goal is going to come up big in the stretch. Now they have 9 minutes, 45 seconds to get a second one and possibly a third to go out and win this game.
A great turnaround. I mean, I wish we had instant replay. Zogelman, he's down there in the X and he's sneaking up. And it's such a beautiful spin. It's just that quick little twist of the shoulder that those offensive guys are so good at. And boom, it's almost impossible to defend unless you're the goalie. And the ball was put in the perfect spot. Turnover. Chandler, a momentum-based team all the way down Main Street. And it will be recovered by Chandler as well. The hustle, the dedication, Jace White comes up with it, and now he's going to get hit, and it's a fight, and Laundry on the field. Cabrera, the swing, the double play!
And another goal for Chandler. What a fourth quarter they are having. We talked about Desert Vista's dominance in the fourth quarter, but it's looking like Chandler was that team that scored 50 goals in the fourth.
Jake Brown's teamwork, he's right there, he's waiting for the pass, gets it, and boom! Instantly swings it in, tied at 7 with 9:06 here in the fourth.
And the passes by Chandler in this fourth quarter and the end of the third have just been next level. They've been moving the ball so more fluidly than they were in that first half, and it's really showed up on the scoreboard with 4 goals being scored in the second half already.
So now for DV, it's how quickly can you get back on top? Chandler can do it in a minute. There's no reason you can't as well. And high scoring, competitive. First thing we said before the game, Tate, this is going to be a competitive game that these teams aren't used to. They've had, both of them, some blowout one-sided games, 3-on-1. And we see whistles blown.
Timeout by Desert Vista there, and they really needed a break. I think momentum entirely to Chandler's side. I'd like to see how they're going to come back from that after this timeout and maybe try and get some points on the board.
A ticket to the championship yet to be punched. 8 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. One of these teams will face either Pinnacle or Brophy. Tied at 7. A back and forth in the second half as Chandler's mounted their comeback step by step. And the tackle and the push out of bounds, and he's just ganging up on him. Oh my goodness. Chandler, aggressive, fierce, making the smart play, and now it's their possession. I mean, how many other sports can you just bully somebody on the other team and then walk away without a penalty?
Basically none. And Chandler's been doing a great job of that in the second half. First half, kind of timid on the attacking and being super aggressive, but this half, my oh my, I mean, the shoulder to shoulders are just being thrown out.
Clock's still running.
Oh, the launch!
Long sticks working. DV in prime position, and they capitalize on the moment.
What a great play by Desert Vista, starting all the way back by the goalie, launching it halfway down the field, and then just great offensive passing.
Within 45 seconds, DV quickly able to respond, and you thought it was going Chandler's way following the fight. But when the face-off, the Thunder going back-to-back. That one kind of got tipped. But the defense is there. DV trying to mimic Chandler's style a little bit. They know that pressure is what's needed. we will get some whistles. A lot of stops right now. A lot of
Timeout on the
stops.
field. Timeout, Chandler.
.742. Shout out to our producer Christian and Timothy Seal down on the sideline recording. Jim Rickman, Tate Fitzpatrick providing you this student-only broadcast coverage. Semifinals. Lacrosse. 2 words now that I'm never going to forget. It's been an exciting game, Tate, as you and I both know. Discussed this immensely in the last hour and a half. How much of a shocker, how enjoyable this sport really is. Down low, Zogelman. And a kind of stagnant offense right now. Not a lot of motion happening in front of the X. All of it right now behind. The turnaround. Oh my goodness! The corner shot!
What a shot by Jason White. It looked like there were only inches where he could fit that ball in, and he did it. And just like that, it's a tie ball game again, 8-8. I mean, this second half has just been exhilarating.
I was waiting for White to get activated. I wanted to see when he would make a shot, and when he didn't disappoint. That was a highly technical, skilled shot right there. Absolute bullseye accuracy. And now almost all of Chandler's team, out of their starting few offensive players, have gotten it into the net. 6:38 remaining. Both of these teams heavy off of momentum. Oh, the swim move. Dancing, fighting, and a good pass out, a wide shot. Smart hesitation. Zogelman likely would have been blocked. Chandler now a chance for a second shot. Over the top. Oh, and was it deflected or did it just not swing?
Looked like a deflection, and what a great defensive play by Desert Vista. I mean, you just allowed the goal, and to come back and Spirit's not down and save that one, that's huge for them.
On the move, juking out everybody. He's going pretty far. He's got to watch behind. Good field vision there. Gordon Pickett was the one taking it all the way. And now running the track. The bounce. Does Chandler get a save? And oh, big hit. And they do get it out of there. Great recovery on defense. And a big check out of bounds. And DV gonna get all up in Chandler's face about that one.
And we see more flags fly. I mean, the aggression in this game has really gone up since this first half, and we just see a lot more physical gameplay.
5-11, tied at 8. Only one team can advance. Who's it gonna be?
I'm supposed to be unbiased.
No, I'm not asking.
Okay,
Don't
it
worry.
just looked like you were asking
No,
the
it's
way
okay.
that you looked at me.
Entirely rhetorical, Tate, not to worry. We're live here at Jim Walsh Stadium, home of the Basha Bears. Chandler, Desert Vista. Chandler, a collage of schools making up their roster, unlike Desert Vista. A few Basha players on that Chandler squad. The swing! There you go! Chandler retakes the lead!
Cabrera with the goal! And the momentum has completely shifted for Chandler. Their first lead of the game comes with less than 5 minutes left in the game. And, I mean, this game is just insane.
9-8, back and forth continuously, but 4:50 remaining. There's so much time. Both of these teams have scored effortlessly, it almost feels like. DV gonna run. Too early to tell, and Chandler does get the face-off. Flag is thrown. Spencer Heath kicks it back. As we make the substitutions. 4:15 on the clock. It's a lot of time, you know, being wasted right now. For Desert Vista specifically, now down low, some of those fights. And for Chandler, yeah, you're going to want the time of possession. Still no movement at all. No score clock, or shot clock, anything of that sort. A little bit of a miss.
And now all Chandler has to do is try and run out this last 3.5 minutes, and that's no easy task, as Desert Vista has been firing on that offensive side of the ball this entire game. But if they get the ball back here and cause a turnover, they've got a big chance of keeping that lead until the clock hits 0.
3:42. So far the game has been going on for an hour and 40 minutes. If it were to go into overtime, a long game. It's been a long few weeks for these teams. Back and forth. A hot potato for Chandler.
And if you're Desert Vista, you got to get this ball back. I don't know why they're sitting back and not playing press defense. It just doesn't make sense to me. 3 minutes left and you're down.
I think they're worried about the score. They know Chandler's hot. They know that they're accurate right now. Outside, and a great deflection there from Balderrama. That could have been bad if he didn't hit that there. You would have put Chandler up by 2. So an excellent save. But it's not going to be enough, because you've got to get the ball, and you've got to turn it around on offense.
you've got to start pressing Chandler. They can just sit back with this ball and win the game for the next 3 minutes if they just sit with it. But Desert Vista isn't pressuring them at all. I don't understand what they're doing.
Here comes some backside help. A little sneak attack came a little too late inside, and Chandler misses. It'll remain their ball. 2:26, time is ticking for Desert Vista.
And it's been almost 2 full minutes of Chandler just keeping the ball on this half.
Inside, bounces it out, maintains possession, was careful not to go inside the crease. A lot of physicality, there you go. Will it be enough? The moves, a shot popped up. Who's gonna recover? Nobody yet. Scooping Chandler, 150 remaining. And that's going Desert Vista's way, okay. Opportunity.
Just less than 2 minutes left. Desert Vista has to convert here.
Running the pass. And a lost ball. Doesn't get saved. It looks like it was saved by Chandler. And here, timeout's being called. 1:29 remaining, and right now Chandler feeling good.
Now 1.5 minutes until they make it back to the finals to face off against that winner of the Brophy Pinnacle game. Of course, that can all end if Desert Vista goes down and scores right here.
From Basha High School on the Basha Bear Network. You're watching Lacrosse Semi-Finals. The winner of this will advance to the championship to face Brophy, who had a monumental 22-2 victory over Pinnacle. Brophy, Tate, as you know as much as I, very used to being in the championship.
Yeah, and they're going for the four-peat this year, but one of these two teams is going to try and stop them.
And it's a competitive dogfight between these two. And that's, you know, it's going to help sharpen them, whichever one comes out on top for that championship game. Desert Vista down by 1. Chandler looking to burn the last minute off the clock, and we're going to see if the Thunder's defense can stop them. In the X, and that's recovered by Desert Vista following the miss from Chandler. And now with just under 40 seconds, can they make something happen?
And Desert Vista's got to go here. I don't know why they're taking so much time. They got to launch it downfield.
And there comes the launch. The whistle's blown first.
Timeout on the field. Timeout, Desert Vista.
Come back right after the timeout from Desert Vista. They've got 30.2 seconds to tie the game. following the timeout. An opportunity of a lifetime for Chandler, a team made up of a majority seniors. This could be their last high school lacrosse game, or they can extend their senior season with a chance to take it all home for Desert Vista. They want to make it. They want to take down one of these top lacrosse teams. And we see a big mistake there. That's going to give Chandler the ball. The fumble from the injured player earlier, Tate Peterson, could be costly. 15 seconds now. And Desert Vista's got possession.
13.5 seconds left in the game, of course, unless they go to overtime. If Desert Vista can score here,
it's just get down there and get it in. You've got a shot, time to make it. The spin, the bump, 5 seconds, get it in. Here comes a shot. Defended, and it won't go in. Desert Vista not able to complete the job, and Chandler is gonna win 9-8. Sticks are flying. The field is being stormed. And Desert Vista in defeat. They held the lead for so long until this back and forth started in the second half. Ultimately, Chandler, the one to win the shootout.
And what a comeback they had. Didn't even get a lead, like you said, until that fourth quarter. And just a great game played by them, great defense, and then when those floodgates opened in the second half, they were the ones to outscore the Thunder.
And so now Chandler, the 2 seed, will take on Brophy, the 1 seed, in the championship of Arizona High School lacrosse. They're at Opportunity's doorstep right now, too.
And that's going to be a great game right there. Of course, ranked Arizona 1 seed, looking for that 3rd and Chandler ranked the 2 seed. These 2 teams, 2 favored to be in the finals, and there they are, right where they thought they would be. And that's going to be an exciting game to watch.
It most definitely will. As we come to a close of our broadcast tonight, once again, Basha High School has a student-ran broadcast network. That's us. So we were here learning lacrosse, trying to give you guys our best insight with obviously our knowledge of sports. Learned a lot, I think. And I think for Chandler, they've learned a lot. There was some defensive things at the beginning that they were super still. They weren't moving, right? And Desert Vista seized the moment. They were moving, they were active. They had those 2 scores back to back, if you can think back all the way to that first quarter. But once the offense started going, it was a different story. So I think that slow start obviously cannot happen against a team like Brophy, who's beating Pinnacle by 20.
Yeah, and if you can remember, they were down 4-1. They went on an 8-4 run to close out the game, mostly in that second half, a little bit before in that 2 minutes where they had those 2 quick goals. But what a game played on both sides of the ball. Desert Vista looked like they were going to come out on top until Chandler just came out from under and took the lead.
That's all here from Basha High School. Thank you guys for tuning in to our first ever stream of lacrosse. Jaden Ricken alongside Tate Fitzpatrick. Thank you to our executive producer today, Christian, and all of our Basha Bear Network crew. Guys, we wouldn't be able to make this happen without all of you guys and our loyal fans supporting us at home, watching us through all of our sports. That's all for tonight. Signing off. Goodbye.